My ears are bleeding.
Ears are sweating. My ears are crying. My makeup is running.
This is the Quack House Podcast.
It's your boy Kev coming back at it again with another podcast. I got with me my boy Darren.
How is it going?
I got with me my girl Kayla.
Do you know what I am saying?
And I got with me my boy John.
Oh, shit.
And today we are on week 4 of Diddy Trials, which is crazy because now it's going to spill into next week.
Week 6.
Oh, I said 4, didn't I?
And
Sorry.
living in the past, bro.
Violation.
I thought
Whatever.
you said 4.
The recording.
It
Sorry.
was wrong.
Week 6. And then there will be a little bit of a week 7 because of the vertigo this week.
Oh,
We'll get into that a little bit later, guys, but it is a true statement.
things are just spinning out of control.
I know, right?
Yep.
Yeah, nobody
Just
can really
no-
find their footing. Everyone's just losing their balance.
Right. There's no balance within themselves.
Yeah. It's crazy, though, because, like, that, I think it was Wednesday that you sent that? Or was it Thursday about that?
Probably Wednesday.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So I didn't work Thursday.
Okay, so then what? Yeah.
No, I didn't work Thursday either.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
right.
it was actually Tuesday.
Did you have off for Juneteenth?
Yeah, I did. Yes, I did.
I just worked the weekend, so I had to take a day off, so I didn't go into overtime. That's not allowed at my work.
Boom.
Lame.
Oh, so they made you cut your overtime?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Ain't that some...
As they remodel the whole
Stuff.
place.
I
so
remember when I
digress.
worked at Walmart?
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
There's
Whatever.
lots
Wally
of Walmarts
World.
around there.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. They did the same thing. They were like, you got an hour of overtime, so guess who's taking a 2-hour lunch?
Ooh.
Yep. That's how I did it.
I mean, like, a 2-hour lunch isn't bad, right?
So
But
when your lunch is already an hour, and then they were like, hey, you need to cut 2 hours, they're like, just take an hour lunch for the rest of the week or something. They're like, just 2 hours now. Like, I just go home.
Right.
Because
Right.
the work that they
Yeah.
do on some of those models, like their breast, is amazing. It's like silicone,
Amazing.
right?
It's a lot of money.
So microchips.
Microchips. Yeah. You know, they got microchip titties now?
Yeah, sure. With
Micro titties.
Yeah, they're chip.
tracking
Microchips,
locations in them.
Yep.
Yeah, GPS.
Yeah. Have a Bluetooth right in your titty.
That way you never know. You could never lose it.
Right.
Yeah.
If
Tracking.
I lost my titty, that would be amazing to me.
Well, if you lost your implant somewhere, you're like, oh, damn, where'd I
put that bit?
Yeah, damn, where'd my whole titty go?
Exactly.
You have to backtrack your steps.
You'd have to.
Find my titty app.
Right. You would have to at that point.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you're not wrong. If you went from like a C to a D, right? You'd want to keep your
Yeah.
C cups.
That's valuable property.
Exactly.
Right. So
Or like
you
going
want-
to A to like a triple D. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think they would allow you to do that.
There's that. Don't really gonna look in the end.
Yeah, just care money signs.
Because it's gonna look ridiculous.
Well, I think they would make you'd have to stretch over time, right?
yeah,
Sometimes
I think so.
they.
Yeah, I think so.
No, like I'm almost,
Legitimately though, you need to stretch the skin and the muscle.
Oh,
if
yeah.
you put it under the muscle, there's
Right.
different ways you can do it.
So what are you saying?
you
It will
got-
stretch over time.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I was. So they probably would go like an A to a C, and then from the C to the triple D. You know.
And then from the
Yeah.
D to the quadruple Z
to the keg crusher.
to the keg crusher, yes.
Yeah.
Watermelon.
At that point, you would have to. If you had triple Z's, you'd be tripping over yourself.
Bro.
Right.
Just be dragging them bad boys.
Right.
Back problems for days.
Yeah.
Quasimodo.
You would
Oh, yeah.
need like
Oh,
a
yeah.
back brace.
Can you imagine
Like
if you saw Quasimodo, Hunchback of Notre Dame, driving a hatchback
titties?
car?
Oh yeah.
That'd
yeah.
be awesome.
It would. It would.
Yeah.
Oh.
They
What if
would
his
sell more vehicles that
hunchback
way.
was just his titties.
Yeah, so you just,
Yeah.
Titties over.
Or he's just faking it the whole time. He wants attention.
Oh, he really has the best posture in the whole village.
Yeah. He's like a normal guy.
Yeah.
He's not like autistic or whatever he was.
I just refuse to stand up straight.
Right. It's like, I'm not going to conform with you conformist because I'm a non-conformist.
That's funny as shiz. Oh, yes. that
Goth
song.
kids. Goth kids. Okay, the goth kids.
It's not the song.
And then the shows. I like shows.
I like shit. Oh my god.
Did you listen to that, right?
We talking
Which
about
one?
The shoes.
Shoes?
The
Yeah,
shoes.
like shoes.
Kelly, but it's a man.
I like shoes. These shoes rule.
I mean, I've been to Foot
These shoes
Locker, but
suck.
Sounds like you got it down though.
I've heard it.
yeah, it seems like you watch it like all the time.
Mhm.
I did.
Yeah. On a
We were a
What
lot
about
younger
the,
then.
What about the MC Square guy?
Can't touch this.
No.
What you mean the E equals MC?
Oh, where the guy's, like, rapping math?
Yeah, kind of. I would have to show. Yes.
Hmm?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
the
lost.
E equals MC
MC.
vagina guy.
Yeah.
Oh no, you see where the guy raps
I'd have
pie?
to see it.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, he raps like
Oh, all the numbers?
yeah, like a lot of the numbers of pi.
I'm gonna have to look that one up.
Nerds.
Yep,
Yeah.
nerds.
I'm a nerd when it comes to that stuff.
Nerd.
What's his
Nerds.
name? I can't think of his name. Daniel Harry Potter.
Radcliffe.
Radcliffe.
Yeah. You see like his like rapping of the ABCs.
Oh
No.
yeah.
Yeah, like he does pretty fucking fire.
Yeah, I seen that.
So was he like rapping them, or was
Yeah.
he like
Yeah.
casting them?
Rapping them.
Okay, so he wasn't
he was
casting
like,
them.
Yeah.
So he wasn't all. It's the alphabet, right?
Yes.
So he wasn't all like A B C D, all this
No,
crazy
he'd be
shit like with a
like,
wand.
A-
No, no,
I don't
no,
think he was as Harry Potter.
No.
Oh, he was just as his loser stuff. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he's not a loser.
Well, I
man.
thought he was addicted to heroin, wasn't he?
No.
No, he
Oh,
he
that
showed
was the
up
Ron
drunk
guy.
to set sometimes. I don't think he actually did though. I don't know.
Yeah.
Right, that was
Allegedly,
Ron. It was
he
Ron,
was
wasn't it?
drunk on
On
set all the time.
Well, that would be awesome. I mean, who the hell wants to sober Potter? Fuck that.
Yeah. a little wizard powder.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Help me, Harry, with
You
the
want
fly.
him getting all the
What is
spells.
the dust that they used to go to Diagon Alley?
Blue powder.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Is that instead of
Maybe snorting that?
Snort it and you teleport, bro. Tell.
Crazy up and
Right.
fucking end up in a crazy situation.
Well, and weren't most of the spells like kind of like created by Daniel Radcliffe because he was so fucked up on drugs? He was just saying gibberish at that point, and they're all like,
They're like, that's
you
great.
know, that would be a good levitation spell.
I don't think so.
You know what I mean?
Levite las manos.
I see what you're saying, and I see what you're trying to go with, but no, I don't think so.
Spanish viewers will know.
Yeah, they'll know.
Nice.
They'll absolutely know.
As our Spanish viewers will know.
Like, Fio con Dios.
I hope we have some.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool.
I mean, if they comment, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
Let us know.
Yeah.
For
Yes.
sure.
But try to do the translator so we can read it, please. Thank you.
All
Well,
right.
That's in the app itself built
Yeah,
in.
you know.
Oh, that's
Anyways,
right.
I shouldn't have to
Yeah.
double
So,
click.
hey,
Jeez.
let's move on to day 24.
Oh, we're actually gonna start.
Cascade into Diddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just waiting for you to give the signal.
What's
Oh.
the signal?
I don't know.
The
What
signal is this. Shut the fuck up, Diddy. That's the signal.
We kind of did the same thing.
Exactly. See?
Well, I thought we were flowing pretty well.
We kind of did the
I
same
know.
thing there. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Situation. Listen.
It's just one was more aggressive and one was more assertive.
Yeah.
Right. Assertively aggressive, yes.
They were both
Leader, boss.
Right, right.
aggressive. Like supervisor, then
Yeah. See,
manager. or
coaching and
something.
development. Just get the shit done.
Exactly.
All right, we're
I
gonna
like
start
that.
then. That's my aggressiveness right there. All right.
Oh, I've seen you more aggressive than that, so we'll get you there.
So
Take it
last
away.
week when we were building all this,
John, shut up.
yeah, yeah.
And you
there
didn't
you
even
go.
mention that it's really fucking hot in here.
Oh, well, because I'm actually kind of cooled in here right now.
Because the fan is
so
going.
people at home, there will be a sweat bead counter. Just kidding.
No, if
We
we
should be
didn't
good. With
if
the fan.
we didn't have our fan set up, so it's warm in here. It is like 100 and it feels like 100 and something outside, and the AC unit that we have in here obviously is not keeping up with the heat outside. So we were sweating, and we had to
Yeah, you know.
pretty much
Yeah.
not work on the studio much because of how hot it was, and figure out how to get it cooled down in here first. So our layout is kind of the same as last week, and eventually we will figure out a new layout, or we'll keep it this way.
So this will be our Twilight episode where we all glisten.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
just look
Actually,
for those
our
moments.
baby oil episode.
Oh shit! Cascade in a baby oil. Let's just cover it and get over with.
And two, none of us are wearing pants except for Kayla.
I don't have
Yes.
pants on.
Yes,
Oh, you don't have any pants on either? Yeah, so no pants.
Oh,
no
damn.
pants party.
it's a bottomless podcast.
I
Yeah,
promise you
bottomless
guys,
cast.
it might not be.
Just kidding. There are pants in this podcast.
Yeah. That
Okay.
Actually, technically, we're all wearing shorts.
Thank you.
But there's pants in the corner.
Because
yeah, that's true. There's
my
two pairs
pants,
of pants.
my pants are in the corner.
And so is John's.
Yeah, so.
So
All right,
now that
anyways.
we covered all that,
Sorry,
Yeah.
I just wanted to point it out in case I start sweating or like.
yeah.
Losing.
So if we
Don't
start
have-
listening, that is all due to the heat that is in here. And if that fan was not on, I would literally look
Dripping.
like Edward from Twilight.
You'd
In the sun.
you'd be dripping. You'd be rainy.
Have you seen the movie Bedazzled, where like that guy gets like wishes from the devil or whatever? Selma Hayek and Brandon
Oh.
Fisher.
Well, no, it wasn't Salma Hayek. It was the other
it
one.
was. No, it was Hayek and Frazier. But they were when he's like, I want to be a basketball star or whatever, and it's just like raining, pouring, dripping all over the announcers. So he's like, we had a really great game.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna look. I know it wasn't Salma Hayek, unless it is her name.
It
Hold
is.
up.
Okay. Anyways, but yes, that's how I would look if
Oh,
I would be dripping
He might
of-
be right.
Now
Some
that you're
white
looking
girl.
it up.
It's a white girl, right?
Yo, it's Elizabeth Hurley, the one from
Elizabeth
Austin Powers.
Hurley. What am I thinking?
I mean,
I
tomatoes,
knew-
tomatoes, potatoes, potatoes.
a different movie. My bad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
different
okay.
ethnicities.
Snake movie.
I
Oh, tomatoes.
Yeah. Oh,
potatoes, potatoes.
sausage.
You're all-
Right. We
Yes,
all bleed red.
just like the human that's in your notes, huh?
Yeah. All right. Let's start. So it's actually it was a very short week this week. So
Oh, so we can still bullshit around.
Yeah,
Okay,
all right,
guys,
sorry.
so check this out.
So-
no, I'm just kidding. I'm
that's
kidding.
not what
So
I mean. Let me
last-
start. Okay.
Yesterday when I was
Okay.
All right, we'll get this shit done, then we'll bullshit after. So wait for that.
Bullshit like 20.
Oh, it would be more. It'd be about another hour and a half more.
yeah, we can fill time.
Yes,
I know.
we'll fill all the holes in time.
All right.
I
So
try.
let's go day 24. Witness 31. The witnesses don't really matter this week, to be honest. There's like one that's like,
Well, damn.
Important.
It's just like
well,
they're-
like, so
they don't matter.
all the other witnesses are like analysts and specialists and stuff that
Just
are
just losers.
displaying evidence.
Just
and-
like losers.
I mean, they're important,
just don't
but
care about.
like,
But it's just like
yeah.
they weren't.
But
they,
just like the what is it? The abuse specialist or whatever. It's like
Right.
they were brought in for a reason, but like,
right, checking the boxes.
yeah.
Thank you, John.
So yeah.
Hydrate.
Basically, this ain't anybody with any interesting stories. They're just gonna probably go over the business end of it, so to speak. So it's not like what one of the analysts is gonna be all like, yeah, like fucking, I had 3 eggs in my ass at the party, and nobody else could even come close to it. Right. So it's not gonna be anything like that.
No,
that
nothing
was the
exciting.
defense lawyer.
That was yes, defense lawyer had the eggs.
Did you leave the door open?
It's windy.
Fair enough.
Yes.
But the witness 31 is, I honestly don't know how to say it. Ananya? I don't know. Paralegal specialist. So they went through a 33-page chart showing conversations from Combs' chief of staff, Christina Coram, her texts with multiple people since 2016. Messages were shown from Cassie to Christina about how she didn't want to participate in any more freak-offs and that she felt mistreated and sexually exploited. There was also messages from Jane, who said she wanted no more freak-offs and she felt extremely exploited, heartbroken, and manipulated. Combs had sent Christina the audio files of the phone calls Combs recorded with Jane. Not with. She didn't know he was recording. In the aftermath of the Cassie lawsuit. There were texts shown from February 2024 between Combs and his security staffer D-Rock about trying to reach Mia, the former personal assistant we talked about before.
Yep.
That they couldn't reach her. And she even testified she was avoiding all their like phone calls and stuff. And then Combs had texted Mia and D-Rock saying, I just need my memory jogged on some things. You were my right hand for years, so I just want to speak to you to remember who was even around me. Yeah. And then they brought up witness 32, Delissa Henland, I think it is. special agent for U.S. Attorney's Office. They showed more summary charts. These ones align Combs, Cassie, and alleged escorts with flight records, hotel reservations, and videos allegedly taken from freak-offs. The chart tracking alleged freak-off dates, locations, and participants began in August 2009. Jurors are shown travel and credit card records that helps to establish Combs bankrolled freak-offs by paying for flights. And videos were shown to only the jury, court, and the parties of freak-offs. They were forced to wear headphones so that anyone outside, like, who really needs to hear it, couldn't hear it.
All right, pause. So you said they saw videos and heard audio?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Just think of what they must have saw on there.
Bro. So it was just, like, the judge, the witness, the defense team, the prosecution team, and the jurors that could
That's how they got
listen and hear
vertigo.
it.
Yeah. Fucking vertigo.
That was the
Couldn't
next
wrap their
day?
minds around
No,
that
2
shit.
days later.
Oh,
I know, they're all like saying, how the fuck did that ostrich egg get up that person's ass? Right, Kev?
right. Well, as long as it's 7
I wonder
inches.
how that feel.
Did he own 10 ostrich farms?
Right, yeah. You
What
know,
is
stretch
that,
the
Luana?
asshole
Crazy.
7 feet.
Right.
Oh.
Jeez.
I don't know why I said feet.
It's all
But
good,
that's
you know.
what-
I don't know why I didn't
metric
catch
system.
you saying feet
Right.
in the
Because then
moment.
I would have probably corrected myself.
I would
No,
hope.
7 inches.
7 foot, that's longer than you are tall.
Right.
Right.
Stretch your ass.
That's all right. That's
I
a
mean,
big ass.
Very.
Ugh.
Jesus Christ. That asshole is stretched.
Oh my god.
It's like, how big is too big? It's like, well, that's 7 foot asshole right there.
About
Right.
7 foot too big.
When you
Yeah.
can walk in and out of it.
Yeah, when you can
It's
like
too
literally go up in there, build a little survival shelter,
Nah.
and then live throughout like a
Cave
winter
divers,
scenario.
bro.
Nah, you can walk in it with a little top hat, swinging a cane and shit. Yeah.
Whistling.
Uh-huh.
Hell yeah.
Wow.
Whistling to the choir. It's like farts.
What do you mean? It'd be like,
Yeah, like,
Ooh.
I don't think it'd make any noise.
it would echo because
Well, they say what makes the noise in a fart is your
cheeks.
cheeks. So if
Yeah.
it's just like the rip, you got no noise.
yeah.
just straight
So if you
Just-
hear
yeah.
like,
hot air.
yes.
Hot
So if you hear
smelly
things
air.
like being like said twice, it's just the echo.
Yeah.
You're an idiot.
You're an idiot.
Right.
Mhm.
Anyways, continue.
Okay, well, we can go to the next day. And
All right, guys, that's the episode. We'll
right, I'm
be
out.
back next week.
Did you see that death stare?
We love you.
That was the ASMR section of the show.
Right.
Right. Honestly,
Oh, we could hashtag it now.
Oh shit.
ASMR. Day 25, they brought up the Delissa again, the special agent. So on the day Combs had beat Cassie in the hotel hallway, he texted Cassie, said, "Call me, the cops are here." He followed up by saying he was about to be arrested, which was a lie.
Hmm.
And then after not hearing from her, he just texted her, "Thanks." They then showed a lot of messages from Cassie showing how much she loves Combs and that she would occasionally initiate freak-offs. And there was just a whole bunch of other evidence that they just didn't really go into. I think a lot of the time spent was watching, like, those videos and stuff.
Wow.
Yeah. Then we go to Wednesday, day 26, where one of the jury members could not make it to court because on their way in, they experienced vertigo symptoms and had to go back home.
They didn't give a name.
Fascinating.
No.
Mm.
They
Yeah.
cannot be named for safety
Mm.
reasons because they're not kicked off the jury yet.
Okay, so I know they couldn't give out names, but I know that we read that one day they had little bios on the people. What juror number was it?
It was either 7 or 8.
Does he work at a a distribution kind of car maintenance workplace.
Well, the juror that was dismissed was juror 6. He was the one that claimed he was from the Bronx, but he actually wasn't.
He's from New
Lion
Jersey.
Ass.
From New Jersey.
So he couldn't actually
Sit on the jury.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. He's like so bad. Like I was so bad to not want to be from that area. Or like no, I'm not.
Well, he
from
said
there.
he recently moved, but like they were like, we can't trust you, pretty much.
You didn't update your address, bro.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. He's like, I'm from New York. I'm
From
from
New
New
York.
York.
New York.
I'm new in
I'm
New
walking here.
Yeah.
From the Bronx.
York.
From the
Broadway,
Bronx.
go to a Broadway show and hope you don't get stabbed. Huh?
Yeah.
Hey. So that day, I don't think. Actually, they might have gone over a little bit more evidence just to make it so it was worth people coming in because everyone was there besides the one, from my understanding.
So, oh wait, hold on, I got an idea.
Okay.
One of those like Broadway murder mystery shows, kind of deal, but take it from inside the theater to outside.
Hell yeah.
Take it to the street, bro. Take the performance to the street.
I get
Literally, you see people out there freaking out and coming to live part of the performance, and they're like, "That was just the act."
Oh,
That's a show?
I thought you were gonna say like those murder mystery shows where they actually kill someone in the audience and try to find out who did it.
Well, they could do that too, but I'm just saying, bring the show from inside to outside. That
Wow.
way, it's more.
Yeah. That reminds me of like the bar idea I had about, well, not like a bar, but like a club idea I had where like the waiting area and everything is like
Is
the
the
club,
club?
and
Oh.
then like the outside area. So like the waiting area is inside the club, and then the outside area is like a club.
Wait, is that night at the
So like,
Roxbury's?
it's a club before
Maybe.
you get in the club.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I mean it might be night
But
at
do
the
you have to pay
Roxbury.
to get
I mean,
into?
That sounds
getting
like
into?
their idea, bro.
Yeah, he's like
Yes.
the club is literally the outside.
So you would basically go into the club to go outside to the club.
yeah, it'd be fucking genius.
Yeah. So all the real losers are inside the club,
Right.
The cool people are on the street.
Yeah.
Because they can't get in.
Darren said I had a club idea. Fuck
Shit.
yeah.
I was like, that sounds familiar.
Well,
fun.
at least I
Night
didn't
of the
go.
Roxbury.
But at least I didn't go a stretch further. I mean, obviously Kayla doesn't know it, but at least I didn't
What
say
is
some dumb
love?
shit like
Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt
yeah,
me.
yeah. And
Like
it breaks
that?
the fucking
No
window.
more.
He's
Okay,
like,
go.
I broke the
Well,
window again.
I was gonna say I could have went worse and made a Jurassic Park reference, but like, yeah, remember that time all the dinosaurs on the fucking or whatever.
Emilio!
We don't know. There could be an
You
island
had to
out
be
there.
there.
Well, there could be an island out there that they're not necessarily dinosaurs, but they're doing like experiments with animals on it. We don't know.
I mean, they do experiments on monkeys, and we know that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I'm
That's
I'm pretty
where,
sure there's like a island called Monkey Island that they release like chimpanzees and monkeys that they tested things on.
Yeah, how do you
That
think we
sounds
get all our?
dangerous.
yeah,
How do you think we get
They're
all
gonna
those
mutate
beautiful
and-
shades of lipstick?
yeah. It's
Come
gonna be
kill us
Planet of
all.
the Apes.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, we got to test.
I
it
haven't seen that
somewhere.
either, but I understand the preface.
Of course, you haven't seen Planet of the Apes.
I mean-
Jesus.
I mean, if you can make lipstick on a monkey look good, imagine what it looks like on a person.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
You're
because
like,
you know,
seller.
damn, the
'Cause-
lips on that monkey. I would.
Mm.
well, because you just imagine like the form of AIDS that's on the island now.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because obviously, AIDS, because that's how people got AIDS, is because some
That's how-
dipshit was fucking a monkey.
No,
Well,
they were.
I guess
They were eating them in Africa when they were doing that shit, and that's how it
I
started.
believe an American researcher put his dick in a monkey, and that's how AIDS.
Well, that
spread.
was after the eating.
Oh, yeah, could be.
So you eat it, then you fuck it.
yeah, okay.
All right. Anyways, continue on.
So that was it for Wednesday. Thursday, they didn't have court because of Juneteenth. Happy
The monkey.
Juneteenth.
The monkey.
The monkey.
Yeah, I don't know what.
Talk about the monkey.
We're still on the Monkey Island thing.
Day 27. Witness 33. So this is like the most interesting witness of the week, but it's not even. So it's Brendan Paul, ex-assistant to Combs, between 2022 and 2024. He has often been described as Combs' drug mule, which he disputed, arguing he transported only small quantities of narcotics.
Still a mule.
Right.
Right.
So he was actually arrested for drug possession around the same time Combs' mansions were raided last year. He was caught with a bag of cocaine, which he collected from Combs' hotel room as part of his job, and forgot he had put it in his luggage. Because he got caught at the airport. His charges were dropped on the conditions that he complete drug classes and drug tests.
How lucky would you have to be? Most people that put you in prison for like 10 years.
Well, I mean, this is just me thinking out loud. It was probably because he was like, hey, this is not mine. This is Diddy's. And then everything else is coming alive.
Well, he claims that he didn't rat out that it was Diddy's. Like,
but
he didn't. I mean, who knows?
He did. Because if he kept his mouth shut completely and then just said, yeah, that's mine, he'd be in prison for like 10 years.
Yeah.
So maybe initially he didn't say anything so that he wouldn't get in trouble, and then
they were probably like, hey, look, just let us know for real.
Right.
We'll
Was
slap
it
your
yours?
wrist.
Yeah.
Because this is everything that's going on Diddy. They probably tried to make him flip on Diddy.
Probably.
I mean, they probably did to get him to testify.
Yeah.
He had to be granted immunity.
Oh.
But,
That guy's not going to survive long.
Yep.
What?
Not too long until he has a Molotov cocktail in his Coke.
Yep.
Right. But, the Coke will probably put it out.
I know. Can you imagine that, though? You could, try to smoke some of your Coke and you got a Molotov cocktail in there.
Right.
How did they do this?
Exactly.
Diddy special.
I was thinking Coca-Cola.
So was I.
See, they just don't get it. They just don't get it, John. I knew what you meant. Because I was trying to figure out,
But then once you said smoke it, I'm like...
a small
drink
version
it?
of a Molotov cocktail
Right,
inside a bag of Coke.
Okay, so I get you now. Once you said try to smoke it, it made more sense.
Yeah.
But when you said you're going to just find...
You're not smoking a 2-liter?
I mean, I think we've all smoked out of a 2-liter.
Oh, can?
No? You've never...
Have I?
You've never...
You tell me.
I don't know.
Can, apple, and a pine cone.
But you have out
Never
of,
had to go that
like a metal
crazy.
pipe.
Yeah.
So you've
we
never...
knew people that
It
had
was-
good, normal shit.
It was one of those ones that you just twist together. A hardware store.
I feel like that'd be like when you see the sniper putting together the gun in the movies. You've been twisting together your pipe.
We never took it apart, but yes.
Right.
gotta
They Mark Wahlberg it.
It was like nuts and bolts.
Took the firing pin out.
Tighten it down with an Allen wrench.
Yeah. Yeah, it was...
Take a rip and then pack it all back up.
Do we still have that?
Right.
No, because it was literally parts that was put together from a toolbox.
Relic, bro.
Right.
Relic.
They just put the pipes together.
That
No.
was the first time I was smoking, man. I didn't know shit.
That's fine. But no, it was
That's funny.
it was for something
I can
else.
kind of picture it, but kind of not.
So
I can't picture it. I can just try to describe it.
that's the weirdest contraption you guys have smoked out of?
Oh no, a Jolts. Do you remember Jolt cans?
Yeah.
Well, it's the same as a Coke can.
No. Because they were like this long and they had a lid. Like it didn't have an opening like that. It had an opening like the big monster cans that have the twist tops. It had one of those, so it was a lot different. And then it was
Where was I?
Oh, this was before you.
You told me you never smoked before me.
Ooh.
You lied to me for
Now
10 plus years.
The truth comes out.
Maybe it wasn't before you then.
Yeah, now he wants to backtrack. Now he wants to go back and change what he said.
I'm trying to think on who. I got to think about who I was with.
You think about that while I finish my notes.
Ooh.
Wait, hold
We'll
on.
talk later.
My craziest contraption was, like a hose splitter. Okay, so you put the tinfoil on one side and then put the weed in the other, pop a hole in it, then you attach a hose, a washer hose, because we had it easily accessible at the moment.
Yeah.
So that was like your hookah hose, and then you have somebody light this end, and then and it comes
That's
through.
creative.
It comes through
Gavin.
that Y. That was the MacGruber
The
stuff.
MacGruber, yeah.
So it wasn't before you.
But I wasn't there.
No, but you've smoked without me too.
Smoking out of a
Yeah.
Y splitter and a fucking
Once or
washer
twice.
hose.
Hell yeah, man.
Three times.
Homemade
There's been
hookah.
a couple times where
Oh,
I
yeah,
walked to
engineer.
Gavin's because you were
Engineering
there
degree.
with Sam.
You're right. missing
Who would I
column.
would have smoked
Yeah.
with?
Sam.
They
Besides
send in
Sam?
a drawing, and I'm
Gavin.
like, what about this?
I don't remember
You're
ever
right.
smoking
Go.
with Sam, actually.
Yeah.
Fuck
No.
is
Yeah.
that?
It's like, what is this?
Cheaper.
Mhm.
That's what
Ancient aliens.
it's science.
Actually,
Alien
probably
te-
could,
fuck Bill
probably
Nye.
still
Alien
have the
technology,
text
fuck Bill Nye.
messages
It's fucking
on my
science,
old red
that's what it
phone
is. Fuck
if we
science.
can get it charged.
We probably still have the charger.
We're having like 2 conversations right now. This is amazing.
I want to see
I
how
know.
that. I want to see how that's gonna work.
I know,
right,
right?
right.
Just
No,
cut,
but,
cut it all.
Yeah.
No.
So Jason,
But, like-
tune out their conversation because
Right.
mine and John's was better.
Honestly, it probably was, but
No, but
no one else knows what we're talking about.
Tuna fish.
it was
sandwich.
with Gavin. I do know that now that I'm thinking about it. So it was in
Makes
high school.
sense.
Your eyebrow always itch that much?
He's speaking sus. Anyways, let's move on.
He's all like, "Don't judge me."
I have bug bites all in the weirdest places.
You don't have one in your
Oh.
brow.
I'm sure I
Damn.
do.
You got one on the tip of your.
I got like right here itches a lot.
All right. Anyways,
All right. So let's go back to this guy.
he's
He-
still talking.
He was mentioned in 3 sexual assault lawsuits filed against Combs. He says he last saw Combs the day of his arrest at the Miami airport.
He was on his way to see him, and he was like, "Oh fuck!"
I think he was going on a trip with him.
Just had to point out me scratching. Now my whole body's starting
Oh,
to itch.
goodness. He said his job did include getting drugs for his boss and setting up freak-offs, like all his other assistants. He also testified Jane never looked forced or uncomfortable after the freak-offs. Freak-offs were primarily held in hotel rooms until Cassie's lawsuit came out, and then they were held in private homes. So I could change what we said last week.
So could have been right.
He was renting out other people's houses.
Airbnbs.
Right, right.
He probably did.
Ah,
Like mansions. Makes sense.
And then make it kind of like a
Oh,
hotel
man.
feeling.
can you imagine if he didn't clean up like the hotel people charged him extra for? And
Think
they just-
about it,
They just
like-
left the Airbnbs like that.
They probably try to sue him or
Crazy.
something.
It's-
Like,
it's
you signed a
all-
contract!
It's on the walls.
He would probably, I think if that was the case, he probably would bring it into, well, maybe not. Because he probably would put it under his,
Alias.
alias
Nah,
names.
he probably have some one of his other people's names.
Or that.
Yeah.
Sure. hmm
Because you probably needed like a legit like ID or some shit,
Yeah, versus what a hotel is.
Yeah, like
Or,
a fake
bribing
number.
the people at the Airbnb. I mean,
Yeah, if you pay enough, I mean,
it's like, here's $5K, and I'll give you another $5K when we're out
would
here.
probably be
Well-
at least $5K to rent it for.
So
Wouldn't you think?
A mansion?
If it was a
Oh,
mansion.
yeah.
I'm thinking like an Airbnb we
Yeah.
would use.
like
No.
it'd be like
He's not a normal person.
No, he's
50K.
not poor.
50K a
Right.
night and 3 cases of baby oil.
Right.
Yeah, it's-
That'd
fair.
be perfect.
Fair exchange rate.
Very fair.
1 fanny pack.
Right. It's
You
like,
can
all right,
imagine.
1 bottle of baby oil,
A
and
fanny
you forget
pack.
everything you saw.
So 50K fanny pack, 3 bottles of oil, and call it a night.
And eggs.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 3 cartons.
Case as well. I haven't heard from that guy.
Oh,
Ever.
shit.
He was there, too.
I never smoked with him.
They're remembering old people.
Right.
Yeah.
They're going
Well,
off track.
Young people.
Because
Betty
But, yes.
she said I smoked before her, and I was like, I don't think so, because I didn't start smoking weed until high school.
So
Oh,
Roger,
True.
this guy Roger. I know.
Roger.
Anyways, chill out. Let's finish. We're almost done.
Hey, we were okay.
I know.
All right, we'll talk about Roger after this.
Pick a different name.
You know
That's her
Roger?
dad's name.
Oh, that's creepy.
Was.
We got a lot of
Oh yeah.
my cousin's last names is Rogers, so I just went with that. So I got a whole bunch of Rogers in my family too.
Miss
Are they
Rogers.
related to Aaron Rodgers?
Fortunately not.
Are you
How about-
sure?
Yeah, I think we would. I think they would have tried to beg for some money by now.
Oh,
Yeah.
fair enough.
How about Miss Rogers?
What's
he-
her first name?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Mr. Rogers.
One of our teachers.
Oh,
Miss Rogers
Mr. Mr. Rogers.
High
Miss.
school.
Yeah, but Mr. Rogers.
Wasn't she
We
dating
have
another
him.
teacher?
The
Or was that someone
neighborhood.
else?
No, she was Odell.
Odell.
She was fucking multiple people.
No, she wasn't.
She was.
No, that was
Sound
the,
off below if
You
you know.
don't. You don't.
No. It wasn't
Ding,
her.
ding, ding,
It
ding,
was
ding, ding, ding.
It was either the Spanish or French teacher
Look,
What?
you
and
know,
the art teacher.
You don't
No,
transfer.
I know all of them, and they are amazing. Don't talk
Little
about it.
You
Madonna.
don't
What?
just transfer to
Allegedly.
the alternative schools to teach unless you're trying to get some.
Who
Our,
transferred?
She did, yeah. She ended up teaching at the alternative one, Horizons, I think.
Oh, that's because her or Odell had to leave school because their relationship.
so
One of them had to leave, and he had more seniority.
our high school varsity
He said,
coach
"You can go,
was
bitch."
doing the same thing. He was also our 8th grade science teacher. So he would have like high school students like showing up to his classroom periodically throughout the day. We're like, well, that's weird. But we found out later he was banging them.
Damn.
Oh, he was banging the
He was
students?
banging them.
Oh my god!
Damn.
Did he get caught?
Yeah, he had a wife and kids and shit. Then they moved to the next town over. They left the whole school district.
Wait, they didn't report it to the cops?
I don't remember fucking where it went from there. It made it to the
Google
papers.
We will have to go.
It made it to the papers, bro.
later.
So these are females and a male teacher or a female
Mhm.
teacher? Okay, jeez.
Yeah. Female students, male teacher.
I'm honestly surprised that male teacher isn't behind bars right now. Just
He might
saying.
be.
No.
Really?
No, he was.
If it was out in the news, then
He was like coaching, or he was like a
it's even
administrator at
worse.
like
a coach.
the next town over or something. But he didn't go too far.
That's wild.
Wow! Stop it! I'll slap you.
I'm itching my.
She says
Okay.
she's going to beat your ass.
I have like one more sentence, so
I know.
let's
All
just
right,
get
all right,
this
all right,
over
all right,
with.
let's go.
The
Let's
end.
go. Let's go.
So then they brought up the next witness 34, Joseph Curciello, Homeland Security Special Agent. And all they said with him was that about 45 sex parties occurred between 2021 and 2024.
45.
In
Why not
3
It's about
69?
once per
4
month.
years?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
A couple of week or a couple of months.
1 or 2 a month.
You take one off,
Right.
Yeah.
come back and have
Yeah.
4.
So, when did Cassie's lawsuit come out again?
It
Is that
was like
2021?
23, November 2023.
They were backwards or sweaty?
I thought he was wiping his balls. I got really concerned.
I mean, I wasn't concerned. I was just like, if he was wiping his balls, I understand. I'm understanding.
Yeah.
With Joe Dirt, get one of those flippy things.
Joe
it's-
Dute.
It's separated from my thigh.
Right.
Right. And Kelly doesn't know what we're talking about, do you? Of course not.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Have you seen
I remember my sisters watching it.
Okay,
Right.
do you remember the scene where the dog's like testicles were frozen to the porch? Oh, and he was like, "We need to get them off." He was like, "Bring me some warm water or one of those flippy things."
Oh my gosh.
She's like, I'm not going to watch that uncultured garbage.
No,
man.
at this point,
Oh, that's a great movie.
I did it. I wrapped him. I roped him with the bungee cord.
That was what, David Spade, right?
Yeah.
And then, shit was funny. Had a lot of good scenes.
but y'all are also in a different league than me.
Most stuff.
My favorite thing is when he finds out that that meteor, the meteor
Oh,
was
the
just-
nuclear bomb was just a shit tank.
well, but the meteor, the large turd that he
Yeah.
was eating off of, he would just put ketchup and like dip in his fries because he thought it was a rock, and they're like, this is shit.
I just like the scene
I
when
meant in the it's bugging me now that I said it. How do y'all's leave with the funniness? Like, what you guys think is funny, I'm just like,
yeah, she's all like fucking
Mhm.
men.
But
Man.
the fireworks scene.
Oh yeah, we got. I can't
It's,
remember all the
Husker
names.
do's, Husker don'ts,
Yeah.
with or without the scooter sticks,
Yeah.
church burners, barn burners. He's like,
He's like, do you got anything that shoots?
he's like, no, snakes and sparklers. It's the only thing I like.
Didn't he have a big atomic firework, or was that
Big
the
one on the stick, and they try to light it.
And anybody like, it was a dream though, because he like fell and bumped his head or some shit.
Spoiler alert.
Oh shoot! You
Don't
might
tell
be
the
right too.
people.
I don't remember that. I do remember him tripping. I just don't remember.
I think
That's when they
he
found
got
the-
blown up.
Yeah,
because
because remember the scene?
he got blown up because he tried to light it in a thing of gasoline.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the one guy like turns into dust or whatever.
so he
so that
like
was the
knocks
dream.
himself out, and he has that shit or whatever. He tried to light it in that vat of gasoline.
Right. Gosh.
Wow.
That is a good movie. I think you would somewhat enjoy it.
You remember Jack
Yes.
Bauer?
Very sure. What? Yes.
Agent Jack Bauer?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That guy. Born on a rusty piece of scrap metal and a puddle of gasoline.
Oh yeah.
Was
Yeah.
that the...
Jumped through a barbed wire fence, never got a scratch on him.
Was that
Sounds like a real one.
Always Sunny.
Kid Rock's first movie? Joe Dirt?
I don't know.
It might have been,
Maybe.
but I do like the scene where he was reading the note and he was like really bad at reading.
Dear Robbie.
Yeah. Said to tell him not to. He just said it so fucking bad.
Next week. I'm excited for it. You guys excited for next week?
Yes.
Our next episode be our 4th of July episode.
Oh, shit.
Forward.
Anyways, you guys have a beautiful weekend, and we'll see you next time.
Like,
See you
comment,
then.
subscribe.
Peace.
Deuces.
Yup. Yep.
Yeah.
Cut it.
It's like my ears are bleeding.
Ears are sweating. My ears are crying. My makeup is running. Do I have marks?